Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the North Point High School Air Force JROTC and the singing of our national anthem by the North Point High School Chamber Choir. Leading in the Pledge of Allegiance will be Ashley Cho, Vice President of the National Honor Society. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Olivia Leonard, carrying the American flag. Carrying the state flag is Candace Moss. Carrying the county flag is Cadet Layla Moss, right rifle Cadet Nathan McNamara, and left rifle Cadet Caitlin Conrad.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Please welcome Taylor Mickens, President for the class of 2024, to bring greetings from the senior class.
Whose idea was it to have graduation at the crack of dawn? If it was Mr. Capel, pretend I didn't say anything. I'll complain about it again later after I get my diploma. Anyways, it's a great day to graduate. Yeah. Honestly, any day is a great day to graduate. But today is our day. So, goodbye taco salad and hello voting ballot. I have written so many drafts of this speech, and man, writing a speech to mark the beginning of our real lives took no time at all. Maybe it's because I started last night. No, I'm just kidding. I started the night before last night. Today is not only our celebration, but only one for the village it took to get us here today. Yeah, you guys can clap. Go ahead. On behalf of class of 2024, we thank you teachers and administrators for tending to every student's academic needs, and apparently our hallway needs too. I wonder if you guys ever thought it was a game to see if you could sweep the most students up when the hall sweep started. You must have done something right though, because we all swept up enough credits to walk across the stage today. Anyways, teachers, your job was not in vain. Mr. Burton, even though it looked like no one was paying attention in your class, don't worry. We all definitely were not. Parents, thank you so much for putting up with our tears, our attitudes, and our last-minute plans. It was such a blessing to go to a school like North Point High School. Class of 2024. We have been extremely blessed these past 4 years. Going to states for football, not once, but twice. I still have no clue what MMC means though. Having amazing spirit weeks throughout the years, having this for a total of 3 days, and even coming back from COVID was all a blessing that we should not overlook. Last but not least, thank you students for choosing, because believe me, it was definitely a choice, to continue to push yourselves to get to this very moment we sit in right now. So, I think we can spare a clap or two for the choice that we all made. The world has and will obviously never be the same after COVID. It's something way too significant to overlook. If that catastrophic event taught us anything, it's that whoever invented breakout rooms should have kept that dream a dream. We got some extra help from sources I won't say out loud, but it does start with the quiz and end with the lit. And if it was due at 11:59, don't worry. It'll be turned in right on time at 11:58. But seriously, if anything, COVID made us realize that none of us are really in control of what happens, but we do decide how we respond. That's true. I lost my grandpa and my aunt this school year, and it made me realize, don't wait until it's gone to recognize just how much you needed it. You never know when you'll take your last step, laugh, or last breath. So be thankful for all the steps, laughs, and breaths you get to take moving forward. As I look around and see what will be my former classmates in front of me, I just can't help but notice how different our lives are, but just how much we all share. We've gone from the biggest problem in our lives, being who could sell the most Yankee candles in elementary school, to begging for days to get the newest iPhone in middle school, to now figuring out what the heck we're gonna do with our lives after high school. I still remember begging my mom for days to download Musical.ly. Then when she pulled out the mom voice and said, "No, you cannot," I thought my life was over. You all know when your mom tightens those lips and gives you that silent death stare, you better do whatever she just said. Although what you went through might not have been trying to get Musical.ly, you have something in your life that you thought was the end-all, be-all thing. We might look back and see those problems as insignificant little issues, but in that very moment, those gotta-have-it middle school problems were so significant that it seemed like our life was over. But the more we experience, the more we grow. The more we grow, the more our picture is revealed. And the more our picture is revealed, the more we figure out what our picture is supposed to be, who we're supposed to be. You, right here, right now, are full of purpose. The way you speak, the way you look, the way you walk, every attribute, every little detail of you is filled with a purpose. You're not too boring, you're not too bland, you're not too short, too weird, too crazy. You're not someone else. What you are is you. Do not go out into the world trying to recreate someone else's lifestyle, because then we lose you. Never lose sight of how special your own purpose is by imitating someone else's. I've been there, and it's left me nowhere but depressed, envious, and alone. When you're surrounded by so many different lifestyles, comparison is inevitable. It can be hard to figure out what exactly you were created for, but have you looked towards the Creator yet? Think about it. When you want to find out what exactly something was made for, you look towards the one who made it, because honestly, that's the only one who can explain its true intent. I know you guys remember the dreadful English questions of, what was the author's purpose behind writing this book? I'm pretty sure a lot of us would just want to answer with, I don't know and I don't care. But for obvious reasons, we could not do that. We end up writing what we all think the book was written for, but evidently, the author is the only one who could tell you the book's truthful purpose. Hold on, I don't think this is working. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 check. Is this thing on? Because you're not hearing me yet. All throughout this life, I turned a blind eye, then finally recognized and came to realize. Never know the last night. You lay your head down. Listen to me one more time. My life was turning around. Jesus is the way. You want to learn a lesson? He's the only one who saves. Follow him for graduation. Y'all, there is a lag, so it's kind of hard to say it. Anyways, many might tell you what they think your story is. You could even infer what you believe you're here for, or what your own purpose could be. But ultimately, it's Jesus Christ, the author of all creation, who has the final say. So, as you take your next steps, maybe check in with him about what you were created for, because this world needs you.
I would like to now introduce the secretary for the class of 2024 at North Point High School, Francesca Onyawa.
It is my pleasure to introduce and recognize our distinguished guest. Please stand when your name is called. Board of Education Chairperson Yonel Moore Lee, Board of Education Vice Chairperson Nicole Creamer, Board Member Daughtery Butler Washington, Board Member David Hancock, Board Member Michael Lucas, Board Member Jamila Smith, Board Member Brenda Thomas, Board Member Linda Warren, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Maria Navarro, Maryland State Senator Arthur Ellis, Maryland State Delegate Deborah Davis, Maryland State Delegate Edith Patterson, County Commissioner President Reuben Collins, Circuit Court Judge Doneen Carrington Martin, Sheriff of Charles County Troy Berry, Clerk of the Circuit Court Lisa Yates, Register of Wills Lorraine Davies Hennessy, Chief Financial Officer Karen Acton, Chief of Operations and Supporting Services Michael Heim, Chief of Schools Dr. Marvin Jones, Chief of Teaching and Learning Kevin Lowndes, Chief of Human Resources Nikhil Majors, Chief of Instructional Technology Charmaine Thompson, Executive Director of Schools Richard Colney, Executive Director of Schools Linda Gill, and Executive Director of Schools Jamie Coffin. Welcome to the 2024 commencement ceremony of North Point High School. At this time, would the members of the North Point faculty and staff please rise? We, the class of 2024, would like to thank you for your dedication, support, and guidance over the past 4 years. We would not be here today if it were not for all of you. Thank you.
Please be seated. The salutatorian is the student with the second highest academic rank in the graduating class. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2024, Shreya Chadha. This fall, Shreya will attend the University of California, Los Angeles, double majoring in political science and anthropology.
Dear graduating class of 2024, I'm honored to stand before you this morning as the class of 24 salutatorian. I remember my English teacher, Mrs. Smith, mentioning that graduation speeches can be the most nerve-wracking moment of a student's life. And as I'm up here today, that's becoming a reality for me. It's surreal to be giving this speech. 4 years filled with late nights, frantic emails to meet the 11:59 p.m. deadline, and procrastination all led up to this moment. I can confidently say that I owe my accomplishments to the support of my friends, my teachers, and my family. My family has always been a constant in my life, and I'm so grateful to have their support. My parents are the strongest individuals I know, and I will never be able to thank them enough for the opportunities that they have granted me and my brother. And while my brother isn't here today because of college, I want to thank him for guiding me throughout high school, even from afar. And I'm proud to follow his footsteps and attend UCLA. Go Bruins! Thank you specifically to the teachers who have believed in me throughout the years. Mr. Lasko, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Burton, Mrs. Serpone, and Mr. V. Thank you for having faith in me and dealing with my incessant talking. Above all, though, I want to recognize my mother. Over the last few years, she has shown me what courage means by always being there for me, even for when I needed her, despite her struggling with her own health. So, I love you, Mama, and thank you for being my shoulder throughout high school. I speak for myself and likely plenty of my peers in saying that high school has been stressful as we plan for the following stages of our lives. It feels like every moment is in preparation for the next, and often we neglect the present in anticipation of the future. My own experience has reflected this throughout high school. Stress about the future constantly occupying my mind in lieu of experiencing and rejoicing in the moment. To invoke John Lennon, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Appreciate the moment that you're in and recognize the adventure that you took throughout high school, the risks and the triumphs. Sitting here in itself is an amazing feat, and it's important for us to acknowledge that. So I invite everyone in this stadium to take a moment to appreciate the culmination of your hard work. As the last class to enter high school online amidst a worldwide pandemic, we emerged as a group of exceptional and accomplished individuals. Reaching this milestone together, I'm blessed with the opportunity to watch my classmates blossom and achieve amazing things. Looking at the faces around me today, I want to congratulate each and every single one of my peers as we continue to the next steps of our journeys. I encourage you all to immerse yourselves in the moment and live your lives to the fullest. Carpe diem.
At this time, please direct your attention to the Jumbotron for a special recorded performance by senior members of the North Point High School Choir Program performing the senior song, I Lived.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall.
Hope when the crowd screams out, they scream in your name. Hope when everybody runs, you choose to stay.
Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know is all you have.
And I hope that you don't suffer to take the bait. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I lived.
Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, a day will come.
I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until that moment comes, I'll say I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I lived.
Every broken bone.
It is now my distinct honor to introduce the student who achieved the highest academic rank. The valedictorian for the class of 2024 is Samuel Stein. Samuel will attend the College of Southern Maryland. He will be majoring in electrical engineering.
Good morning. This is 1,000 Eagle Bucks. Collecting this pile was a significant goal of my sophomore and junior years and was finished at the beginning of this school year. I'm fairly certain it is the largest sum in the school. It is also completely unachievable. With the $15 reward from a red flight card, 4 times a year for 2 years, a good student from our class is only granted 120 total. If they are attentive in class and a careful collector, they could conceivably make about 250, but 1,000 is not possible. No amount of claiming and saving from a single student can bring about this many. And yet, here we are. The answer is simple. A single student doesn't have the resources, but many can make it possible. A thrifty collector with a few friends can get something like this quite handily. In the 2 years they have, it takes 9 people's basic income to make 1,000. This example was contributed mostly by this year's engineering class, along with a significant inheritance from my brothers, all of whom were kind enough to grant me basically all of their Eagle Bucks and let me call them my own. Combined with my own dedication, I was given the resources and support to do something great. And I'm not only talking about the Eagle Bucks. A single student cannot give themselves a high school education. 4 years of independent self-teaching put together by a high schooler hardly compares to what we've all gained from North Point. None of us built the school, bought all the books, wrote all the lesson plans, or knew all we needed to. All this was provided to us by our parents, leaders, peers, and most important to me, engineers, all the contributors to our current graduation. They gave us their all and let us call it our own, all neatly kept together in one proper stack by our own dedication. Each of us are far greater than 1,000 Eagle Bucks, but we are constructed much the same. Although I hold this, it makes no sense to hoard it. I wouldn't have it without the help of others. It makes no sense to keep it from others. It is the responsibility of those of us who have been given a gift, be it from God or other people, to do good with it, in honor of those who gave it to us first. If good happens to you, it's only fair to pass it on. Therefore, the Eagle Bucks will be given away, though they will be kept in one piece, and the growth these diplomas represent can be passed on by all of us to educate and bring up others. It's the right thing to do. Class of 2024, I hope you all receive many more gifts to give. God bless.
It is now my privilege to introduce to you the principal of North Point High School, Mr. Daniel Capel.
Before I begin my remarks, I want to take a minute to recognize Mr. Pasquarella's efforts over the last 4 years in supporting you as your class's assistant principal. Thank you very much. Class of 2024, before I begin my speech, I want to thank you for being an outstanding group of young people. I have truly appreciated your entire time at North Point High School. I recently completed reading a memoir by Matthew McConaughey entitled Green Lights. Within his book, he simplifies life using the metaphor of traffic lights. He states that just like traffic lights, life events can be categorized as red lights, yellow lights, and green lights. Red lights signify stopping, preventing, or derailing, while yellow lights mean slow down or impede progress. On the other hand, green lights symbolize moving forward, positivity, and approval. The goal of life is to catch as many green lights as possible. Mastering the art of catching green lights allows you to create your own path filled with more green lights. During your time at North Point, you have undoubtedly experienced many green lights. such as good grades, pep rallies, spirits weeks, concerts, musicals, plays, big wins in competitions, state championships, certifications earned, and AP exams passed. Some green lights have been people who made positive impacts on your lives, educators, friends, coaches, and mentors, just to name a few. Green lights serve as affirmations to encourage you to keep going and provide momentum. They are reminders of your progress and success. Remember to cherish these moments and the people who have positively influenced you in your life. Green lights should be your guiding why. Positive outcomes tend to lead to more positive outcomes, giving us the encouragement to keep moving forward. However, it is essential to be cautious. While aiming for the next green light, we sometimes overlook the joy of reaching the current one. As you encounter each green light in your life, I advise you to still be cautious and resist the urge to accelerate. Instead, take a moment to look to the left, look to the right, ensure there's no oncoming traffic turning across your lane. Proceed carefully, gradually accelerate, and enjoy the ride. Likewise, you've all faced setbacks, those red lights that hinder our progress and pose challenges such as failed tests, tardiness, losses, personal issues, conflicts, and broken friendships. There are times in our life that we feel like we're hitting every red light on 301 as we drive through Waldorf. Some of these times, red lights can appear when you're cruising through a series of green. So what do we do when we hit a red light? Stop. Take this time for reflection. There's a reason that light is red, but be careful. Don't get distracted, or you might miss it when your light turns green. Your class, like all of us, hit one big red light, COVID. Most, if not all of us, thought we could wait it out. The light would change. We were told 2 weeks. 2 weeks became months, and months became years. But that light did change because we found ways to make it green. And that is the key to red lights. They always turn green. We just need to find the ways to make them green. A student recently shared a challenging experience with me. They viewed it as a red light that allowed them to see the green lights in their life. It's a lesson learned by many in of the class of 2024. For those who haven't, remember that attempting to speed through a red light doesn't magically turn it green. It often results in negative and sometimes dangerous consequences. Instead, practice patience, stay focused, and actively look for the green light so you can keep moving forward. There are also times we come across yellow lights. These events tell us to slow down, look out, and challenge ahead. There are 2 things we can do when we see a red light. Sheriff Barry, let me explain before we get too concerned about my driving tips. You can prepare to stop. Perhaps you see the danger ahead. You can look at your life and say, I need this red light. Time to slow down. Time to stop and reflect. Time to make some changes. Or perhaps you see that yellow light and decide not to slow down. You realize this event is not worth stopping your progress. There are times when others will slow down ahead of us and try to limit our progress. This may distract you from arriving at your destination or divert you from your goals. Choose wisely in these situations. Deciding whether or not to persist or pause for reflection can be a tough choice. If the light turns red and you are unable to stop, the danger forewarned by the initial yellow light may escalate into a red light that is difficult to turn green again. Life is full of these red and yellow lights, moments that urge us to consider our path carefully. They serve as reminders that not every road is smooth, not every journey is straightforward. Remember, it's okay to slow down and reassess. While some detours may seem inconvenient, they often lead to unexpected growth and new perspectives. But today, class of 2024, today is a green light. Today illustrates how your preparation has paved the way for more green lights. Your achievements, your green lights, many of which followed red lights, have brought you to a time in your life where there are many green lights shining in many different directions. In your future, you may encounter more red lights, and not all of them will lead directly to green lights. Some red lights have persisted for generations. I challenge you to transform those red lights into green lights. Class of 2024, as you navigate through life's intersections, seek purpose in the red lights, the yellow lights, and the green lights. While you may take a look back at your time here at North Point, keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. The world awaits your unique contributions. The road ahead is yours. Travel it with confidence and never forget that you have the ability to create more green lights. Congratulations, class of 2024. Green light.
As we near the end of the ceremony, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank all of you who have joined us here in the stadium, as well as the many families and friends joining us virtually from around the world. Our graduates want you to know that they genuinely appreciate the love and support you've given them throughout the past 4 years. Our graduates know that you are proud of their accomplishments and that you are looking forward to hearing their name called as they cross the stage. On behalf of the entire senior class, we ask that you allow each and every graduate and their family to hear their name. We ask that you reserve your jubilation until the last graduate crosses the stage. At that time, we will all join in celebrating all of our deserving graduates. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maria Navarro.
Greetings, soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2024. Today marks not just the culmination of your high school journey, but also the acknowledgement of the many challenges you faced and overcome to arrive at this moment. Family and friends are the first reason you've made it here today. So North Point Eagles, stand up, turn around, and give those wonderful people who came here today or who are watching you live a big, loud round of applause. Blow kisses, no one's watching, it's perfectly okay. Thank you, family and friends. North Point, please take a seat. Thank you. It's a lot of people here today. Also today, I am representing a cadre of people that made this day also happen for each of you. Over the years, you have been supported by countless adults who devote their lives to educating and supporting you, the young people in our Charles County Public Schools community. They include our bus drivers, cafeteria staff, building services teams, counselors, teachers, tutors, instructional assistants, your principals, your assistant principals, your coaches, your band directors, nurses, secretaries, club sponsors, and on and on and on. Collectively, I represent over 4,000 Charles County Public School employees who are also cheering you on today. Remember your kindergarten teachers? As educators, we know that high school graduation is indeed a great milestone and that high school expectations keep rising for our students. The reality is that we must prepare you for an increasingly more complex world that is ever changing. Requirements for graduates today are different from those of your parents and for sure from your grandparents. The bar has been raised with more graduation requirements, a more rigorous academic course load, and an increased number of credits needed to stand where you stand today. You've gone to school for more days, spent longer hours studying, and have been asked to master not just the content of your digital books, but also the critical thinking skills that will serve you as the foundation for your lifelong learning. In a world where information is at each of your fingertips, you've been tasked to sift through the noise and misinformation to find the relevancy, the truth, and the solution to a bunch of problems. Digital literacy is no longer a skill, but a necessity, ensuring you can navigate the ever-evolving technological landscape. You've learned to communicate in a language that did not exist a few decades ago, a language of digital natives. You've adapted to new modes of learning, from virtual classrooms to collaborative online platforms, preparing you for a future where change is the only constant. The world you're stepping into is indeed more complex, but we know that this graduating class is equipped with the tools to thrive in it. You've been taught not just to solve equations or write essays, but to tackle real-world problems with creativity and resilience. You've been encouraged to question, to innovate, and to lead. And as you move forward, take pride in the fact that you succeeded in a more challenging high school environment than those before you. Now take everything you've learned and improve yourself and improve your community. The future is complex, but it is also bright, and it awaits your contributions. Congratulations, class of 2024. Mr. Capel, please present your class.
Dr. Navarro, I certify that the members of the class of 2024 have met the Maryland State graduation requirements. You may confer to the graduates their diplomas.
Conferring diplomas are Board Chairperson Yonel Moore Lee and Board Member Dottery Butler Washington. You guys ready? No reason to be nervous. Cassidy Kalia Regina Abbott. Nelson Alexander Acevedo, Jr. Jade Angel Sima Adebusoye. Gael Esteban Aguilar Aguilar. Claire Emily Augustin. Antonio Luis Alford. Kalia Alani Alls. Kevin Stephen Alvarado Hidalgo. Raymond Terrell Anderson, Jr. Xavier Stefan Anderson. Deantho Nathaniel Anthony. Saran Legacy Aredo. Benjamin Tyler Austin, Jr. G. Joran Ayim. Adeshi Ayokunmi. Connor Alexander Bailey. Tayana Kamai Banks. Elijah Christopher Barrett. Aisha Yelena Fatumata Berry. Tehran Martin Bates. Nia DeCastro Batoon. Marcus Jacori Bean. Nicholas Paul Beal. Andrew Christopher Bell. Rachel Elizabeth Bennett. William Alexander Guady Benton. Zachary Connor Burke. Amir Tawfiq Bashir. Micah Namaya Maria Bijou. Nikaya Arjane Bishop. Christopher Michael Blackwell. Joshua Thomas Bleem. Lawrence Espe Bolding. Nia Renee Bowman. Zena Abina Brantuo. Bryce Taylor Brookbank. Nina Natalia Brown. Marcel LaDamian Buckner. Paulo Ignacio Bulos. Kieran Avery Wilson Bowie. Autumn Sierra Birch. Jordan Gregory Burnett. Caden Nakai Burns Johnson. Kincaid Scott Burrows.
Oh, yeah!
Lauren Ray Bush. Janaya Amari Butler. Joshua Dion Butler. Dominic Sean Cady. Anaya Rebecca Calican. Robert Bruce Calhoun III. Malaysia Janice Campbell. Monet Serenity Campfield. Aaliyah Damani Canty. Anaya Raynell Carter. Jeremiah Carter III. Kendall James Carter. Nathan Jared Castello. Shreya Mohan Chada. Daniela Nicole Chavez. Mason Cheng. George Ellis Childs. Lyric Jordan Childs. Ashley Sehi Cho. Amira Antoinette Clark. Ethan Riley Clemens. Caleb Elijah Coleman. Isaiah Leon Coleman.
Mom! Mom! I can't find you, Mom! Can you yell? There you go, Mom! Mom!
Conferring the next diploma, County Commissioner President Reuben Collins. Janiyah Douglas Collins. Andrea Anahi Cordova. Belinda Marie Aquia Cousin. Jordan Carnell Covert. Sierra Kira Marie Cruz. Grace Camille Cummings. Summer Zanaya Tracy Daniel. Jasmine Amari Darby. Aaliyah Marie Davis. Danny Elise Davis. Jada Janie Davis. Nathaniel Joseph Davis. Connor Patrick Day. Jewel Natashiana Day. Adrian Delmondo de la Cruz. Savannah May Burley Dement. Delvin Preston Dorsey. Carson Langston Douglas. Morgan Lee Dow. Brian Alexander Dowdle. Charlene Vivian Drennan. James Dukes IV.
Who did?
Trinity Ann Duncan. Gianna Lucia Dines. Caesar Johan Eason. Cavante Omar Easterling. Ivana Inshura Ebsen. Nathaniel James Eddy.
Yeah!
Sumia Pinnell Eddy. Brianna Abigail Edwards. Chelsea Evelyn Edwards. Tajay Armani Illy. Karina Ray Elrod. Valerie Esparza. Alice Amor Espejo. Hanetu Ne Eda. Adrian Daryl Evans Jones. Kalia Nicole Evel. Colin Carl Farmer.
Conferring diplomas are Vice President Chairperson Nicole M. Kramer, Xavier Lorenza Farmer, Taylor Yasmin Fagans, Tristan J. Farrell, Addison James Ferrulo, Mary Naomi Fisher, Jacob Allen Fleming, Juan Angel Flores, Amari Gabriel Ford, Autumn Care Forsyth, Cole Lennox James Franklin, Jordan Christian Freeland, Dakari Jalil Garces, Amaya Grace Gardner, Hannah Talia Garland, Elena Simone Gaskins, Nadia Cherise Gaskins. Conferring the next diploma, Charles County Circuit Judge Doneen Carrington Martin. Madison Elaine Gaynor. Shalelle Veronica Gibson. Tequila Miami Renee Gillum. Mackenzie Grace Gold. Morgan Rosalie Goldring. Brandon Trey Gordon. Jalen Jamar Gordon. Tayshawn Malik Grant. Joshua Edward Gray. Willie August Greeby. Terrence Vincent Green Jr. Brianna Nakaya Griffin. Owen Christopher Griffin. Daniel Joseph Liam Griffith.
Jesus loves you. Repent.
Shara Rosemarie Griffith.
Thank you, Jesus.
Tariq Jamil Gurley, Jaden McKeith Hall, Owen Rodney Hall, Claire Ann Hamilton, Jonathan Quillen Harrelson, Jaya Sorrell Hardaway, Anaya Maria Harley, Ashley Sierra Harley, Jasmine Marie Harris, Vad Jeffrey Harris, Zanaya Christine Simone Harris, Jordan Christopher Harrison,
Trey 5.
Kyrie Nathan Harrison,
Ball game.
Caleb Allen Hart, Elijah Christopher Hawkins, Journey Marie Hawkins, Nathaniel Philip C. Hawthorne, Griffin John Hayes, DeMarcus Terrell Haynes, Aaliyah Simone Hazelwood, Talia Renee Hazelwood, Joyce Anek Falu Hibu, Tyler Rain Hemby, Bryce Nathaniel Henderson,
Praise be to God.
Kensington Faith Marie Henderson, Tanaya Janae Henderson, Edwin Antonio Hernandez Cortez, Renaya Deshay Hewlett, Sean Tyrell Hicks, Brandon Anthony Hill, Waverly Antoinette Hill, Amar Anthony Hilton,
Hey, Ma, Dad, my Aubrey, Grandma, what's up? Long live Jack.
Anaya Madison Hines Brutley, Haley LaKirsten Holland, Deshaun Lee Holly, Brianna Janelle Howard, Cyrus Rain Howell,
The world is ours now, y'all. Thank you, Mom.
Michael Charles Hudson, Menji Ha, Anaya Nicole Hutchins, Nathan Ihama, Miles Amiri Jackson, Sean Bernard Jackson Jr., Stone Nasir James,
Thank you, Ma. I love you.
Aaliyah Angel Jameson, Nyasia Renee Giles, Sanai Terry Michelle Johnson, Alasia Lanique Jones, Amina Latisse Jones, Denijah Elise Jones, Jayla Lene Jones, Jeremiah Zaylin Jones, Joshua Tyran Jones, Tamia Amara Jones, Addison Rylene Jordan, Teron Aaron Joseph, Callista Kaya Josiah, Nathan H. King, Harley Gabrielle Keene, Muhammad Keita, Jayla Elise Kelly, Sanaya Traviana Kelly, Amani Jade Kemp, Justice Lynn Kenner, Umar Akbar Khan, Naomi Christine Kilpatrick, Aiden Dallas Klein, Joseph Alexander Klein, Marwan Dimba Kuyate, Stephanie Marie Kovasleski, Cameron Kumra, Jada Malia Lagda, Xavier Amar Lilane, Bree Cameron Landers, Aiden Garrick Lane, Cameron Angelo Lawrence.
Conferring diplomas are board members David Hancock and Jamila Smith. Nolan Elise Lawrence. Farah Bouvier LeBlanc. Giselle Dasne LeBlanc. Kayla Dorothy Lee. Janae Marie Lewis. Luoche Lee. Naima Renee Legonde. Isai Nathaniel Lizama. Charlotte Alethea Lloyd. Conferring the next diploma, former board member Tajala Battle Lockhart and Democratic Central Committee member Derek Lockhart. Chelsea Morgan Lockhart. Nia Arlene Loper. Abner Abisai Lopez. Austin Lopez. David Antonio Lopez. Kendall Alicia Lott. Jalene Sierra Loving. Kamari Marion Loving. Angel Liu. Alejandra Elizabeth Luna. Angel Sothu Luim. Andrew Lynn Jr. Connor Stephen Maji. Maxwell Nolan Malone. Sinai Larae Marshall. Sierra Elise Martin. Andrew Alexander Matus. Alana Jolie Mayers. Ricky Ricardo Mayo III. Nyla Denise McClooney. Evan John McCrae. Jemiah Destiny Jolie McFadden. Jaslyn Jada McFadden. Joshua Caleb McIver. Logan Riley McNamara. Precious Markia McPherson. Porter Isaiah McRae. Tanaya Sandra Melvin. Jade Elizabeth Mendoza. Matthew Alexander Mendoza. Ani Sajeda Metellus. Taylor Natalia Mickens. Delaney Cheyenne Miles. Isaiah Takori Alexander Miles. Anaya Elise Miller. Hayden David Miller. Jacqueline Lynette Miner. Quentin Michael Miner. Lena Mystery. Ariel Elizabeth Mitchell. Ezekiel Deshaun Monlin. Delea Kai Moore. DeMarcus Stephen Moore. Did they see? Switch. Coco Leah Morgan. Michaela Gwen Morgan. Xavier Kafili Mosley Hill. Zoe Elisa Mudd. Alonso Keon Murray. Alfonso Murray Jr. Stephen Lamont Neal. Samuel Allen Newbill. Carmelito Augustus Newsome. Jackson Tien Wynn. William Joseph Nichols III. Leah Nicole Nix. Naomi Wanjiro Joroge Masharia. Michaela Jade Nadia Wokuku. Emmanuel Jesufife Honmi Oluwabebinga Odejobi. Uchenna Ethan Okoro. Chika Angel Okoroha. Aleinka Timothy Alasha Beacon. Joseph Isaiah Ole. Francesca Chukwudumebi Onewa. Aiden Lewis Opperman. Claire Victoria Druad O'Rourke. Tia Nicole Owens.
I love you, family!
That was Tia, right? I lost my place. Aaliyah Christina Page. Donovan James Pancotti. Shane Isaiah Pankey. Rachel Christina Michelle Patrick. Lauren Raquel Pearl. Shade Lene Pelham. Shaheem Lashad Pelham.
Who trying to go hoop?
Alani Diana Penny. Anthony Gabriel Pereira Lara. Eric Xavier Phillips III. Donice Alexia Michelle Plank. Jonathan David Poles. Nathan Michael Poles. Unique Jasmine Porter. Maurice Lamont Powell. Savannah Campbell Prater. Brian Lamont Pritchett Jr. Corey Markel Proctor. Moriana Delnay Proctor. Mirari Carolina Prudencio Velasquez. Morgan Elise Purvis. Dominic Darrell Queen. Jamari Noah Queen. Aubrey Christina Kiambo. Manya Olivia Redding. Serenity Janae Revel. Eric Reyes Pichardo. Roderick Aaron Richardson. Brandon James Riley. Christopher Francis Riley. Kimaya Pearl Riley. Selena Rivera. Anthony Rivera Benitez.
Conferring diplomas are Board Chairperson Yanel Moore Lee and Board Member Samichi Thomas. Tayana Yvette Roberts. Skylar Alice Robinson. Giselle Beatrice Rodriguez. Jovan Elijah Rodriguez. Peter Luis Rodriguez. Hannah Elizabeth Rogers. Milton Jalen Rollins. Zoe Marie Roots Brown. Cameron Isaiah Ross. Jaden Anthony Ross. Charles Daniel Rule III. Delea Shakura Sue Rees. Lucas Siler Sabatino. Francis William Siton Saguban. Celia Louise Salazar Walker. Emily Marie Sanchez. Hilda Nicole Sanchez Rivera. Jason Wilfredo Sanchez Rivera. Markel Gregory Sanders. Nicholas Ryan Sapp. Isabella Maria Savage Pimentel. Aiden Tyler Schultz. Gerald Kenneth Scott Jr. Jeremiah Mikhail Seeger. Amna Shah. Jordan Page Shanks. Dakari James Shorter. Akira Janae Simmons. Christina Marie Sims. Thomas Anthony Slater III. Shadley Joe Slaughter. Makai Saphir Sly. Tristan Marie Smallwood. Aiden Alexander Smith. Jabari Antonio Smith. Kyla Avery Smith. Renard Lamar Smith. Colleen Faith Snow. Rashid Allah Amir Sumit. Layla Elan Stevens. Jayla Lene Stewart. Kaylin Jemiah Stewart. Samuel Lewis Stein. Zoe Shanice Stokes. Rashad Amari Stokes Prather. Kayla Elizabeth Strickland. Ehukai Layson Makanake Akua Sugai. Giselle Madison Carol Swan. Ian Randell Cruz Takis. Jackson Malachi Taylor. Jayla Chanel Taylor. Robert Anthony Taylor. Shajia Nayar Taylor. You're supposed to switch. Okay. Sasha Blue Anastasia Taylor Butler. Sky Davian Castillo Texan. Roberto de Jesus Tejeda Reyes. Caleb Alexander Terrell. Rediat Takale Tesfon. Destiny Alicia Thomas. Gabrielle Armel Thompson. Makai Talik Thompson. Caleb Elijah Tipton. Jaleel Emmanuel Todd. De'Ara Jeremiah Tolliver. William Alexander Tomaszewski. Tia Marie Toney. Layla Nicole Toppin. Ryan Patrick Torres. Kendall Danae Tucker. Nia Mackenzie Turner. Robin Lacey Tyler. Nicole Camila Vargas.
I tried.
Maya Milagros Vidal. Victor Julio Vialta. Joanna Shayla Marie Vincent. Vera Aaliyah Walmsley. Wisdom Jaheim Walters Williams. Brady Benjamin Ward. Danielle Joy Washington. Riley Charlize Washington. Jalissa Anaya Waters. Adrian David Webster Jr. Kareen Rose Welsh. Antonio Delante Wilkerson. Trey Owen Wilkerson. Deontay Lamar Williams. Jeremiah Lewis Williams. Jonathan Howard Williams Jr. Kaylin Brianna Williams. Tiana Nicole Williams. Dorian Michael Williamson. Jordan Isaiah Fenwick Wilson. Ready? Nico Marco Wilson. You got it. Sasha Ray Wilson Thompson. Mays Alexandra Wimbush. Wesley Eugene Windsor Jr. Matthew Theodore Wynn. Audia Simone Witherspoon. Jenna Rachel Wood. L. Nicole Wright. Tyron Darnell Wright. Sydney Kimura Yarborough. Gabriel Zachariah Young. Makai Eugene Young. Derek Jawan Zant II. Jason Zhu.
Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of North Point High School, the class of 2024.